Hello everybody, it's Anne from Anne's Stampin' Up. Welcome to another card making day in Simcoe, Ontario. I'm an independent demonstrator, and if you live in Canada and you don't have your own demonstrator, you can shop with me. You can reach me at stampsandtea@gmail.com, or my demonstrator website is stampsandtea.stampinup.net. So this is a day of technical difficulties. Anything that can go wrong will go wrong. So I apologize for that in advance, and we're just going to try and carry on making this video and hope we get a good recording this time. So back to square one, almost. I started this video, I've started it several times this morning, and if the computer doesn't freeze, the camera turns off or something like it. So let's just straighten that up and we'll carry on from there. We're going to make a card using the Easter Bunny stamp set, and the stamp set is of course a bundle, and the bundle is the stamp set and a punch instead of a set of dies. Punches are often nice, and I always keep my punches, but punches are nice because they're handy. They sit on the desk, you know, and you quickly punch out a bunny. Works great. We're also going to use, this stamp set is available in the January to April mini catalogue for $46.75. We're also going to use some dies which are called scalloped contour dies. They're still available in the annual catalogue for $48 on page 174. Now, we're going to use the 2022 to 24 in color DSP, and it comes in 5 different colors. There's Tahitian Tide, which is the turquoise, Sweet Sorbet, is the pink, Tahitian Tide is the turquoise, Sweet Sorbet is the pink, Parakeet Party is the lime green. Let me look, which way does this go? This is Orchid Oasis, a lighter purple, and the darker purple is almost a night of navy in some cases, but it's darker, and it's called Starry Sky. So they're the 5 colors that come in the set. We are going to use the turquoise, and we'll need a 6-inch square. Okay, now first of all, what I did was I used the dies to cut out these 2 pieces from basic white cardstock. Alright, this piece here is the second largest die, this one, and this piece here is the third die. Okay, now I cut those out first because I want to stamp on this one, but I want to stay inside the stitched lines. And I apologize for not showing you those running through the big shot, but I'm just trying to keep going while I'm on a roll here. So we're going to take this piece to stamp on. This is for the inside. We can stamp on there or leave it blank if we want to. The basic card is Daffodil Delight, and it's 8.5 by 5.5 scored, 8.5 by 5.5 scored at 4 1/4. We're going to make it a top fold card. Okay, we took a 6-inch piece of the DSP. Let me put it back together. There's your 6-inch square piece. Alright, I cut it off at 3 3/4, which gave me this piece, and then the largest piece I trimmed down to 5 inches. So I've got a 5 by 3 3/4 inch piece, scrap there, and I've got a 6 by 2 1/4 inch piece. We're going to punch the bunny from this, and we're going to stamp on this and use this on the card front. We've also got some Daffodil Delight ribbon to make a bow, and we've got some colored gems here, Glossy Dots assortment. I thought either the turquoise or the yellow dots in this set would work well on the card. So let me put this just to one side. We're going to stamp on that the Happy Easter, but first of all we're going to take this piece And when I say I wanted to stamp within the lines, I'm not sure how well you can see it, but there's like a stitched border around, and I want my grass to be stamped inside those lines. So I've got some Pear Pizzazz, a Pear Pizzazz ink pad here, and I'm going to show you why I cut this out first. So we're going to ink up the stamp, and I'm going to stamp inside the line from this end first. I need to pull this closer to me so I can see, because my camera's not quite in the same place today as it usually is. There. And I'm going to stamp at the other side of this piece of card, so that then I can line this up in the middle. And you see, this stamp is not going to be quite wide enough, so I'm going to have to overlap a little bit. But if it overlaps too much and it looks messy, I can always hide that under the punched bunny that I'm going to put on this card. So let me close that. I'm going to punch the bunny out using Memento Black. And I've got a bunny stamp here, and I'm going to punch the bunny on, where am I going to punch the bunny? On this piece, the 2 1/4 by 6 inch piece. And I've missed the top of his ear, so I'm going to punch it again. That's better. So we've got that, and then we're going to just stamp Happy Easter. We'll punch that out in a second. We're going to stamp Happy Easter on the bottom of this piece. Get my stamp going the right way up. And I'm just going to punch it just up from the bottom and in a little bit. There. Put the lid on that. And let's see, are we still live? Good, good, good. So we've got this, the piece of Daffodil Delight, and we've got, let me see. Yes, we've got everything cut out. We need to punch the bunny out. And this is a heavy stamp, I have to see. But we're going to punch the bunny out as best we can here. Lovely. Let's have a look at him. Yep, he's nice. Alright, so let's put this card together. This is how quick this is going to be. So we've got your basic card, which is Daffodil Delight. We've got some Daffodil Delight ribbon, and we're going to, we need a bow for the side of this. Do I want to put this down first and just stick a bow on top? Let's just cut a piece of ribbon, about twice as long as the card maybe, and add a little bit. There. Making sure I've got no twists in my ribbon here. So I'm going to show you how to use just what you've got on your desk to tie a bow. I'm going to wrap it around my stamp pad, tie it in a bow, turn the stamp pad that way, trying to keep this as tight as I can and tidy. There, that's a nice bow. We just pull this back, even up my loops, make sure it's nice and tight, and slide it off. Okay, there. So I've got this bow and it's got a loop on the back. I want to wrap this piece of card around, but you see this is not, it's not quite big enough, so I need to figure out where my bow is going to sit, and I think it's going to sit right about here. So I know that I only need a short end on this piece of my ribbon to wrap around, but I got to make sure the other end wraps around the whole card like that. So that's just another way to tie a ribbon, to tie a bow and wrap it around your card. Okay, so when you look at it, you'll see you've got one really long end and one shorter end, and your bow still looks lovely. So I'm going to wrap this around the DSP first of all, and I'm just looking at my lines on my page here, and it's going to sit, I think, well, it's going to sit there now. So I'll run my ribbon, my tape, on the same lines. I've just used the stripes on the back of the card to line up the ribbon. Okay, so I've got it on the same line. Put that on here like this. Let's pull it in just a tad. Find out where my stripe, my piece of adhesive is on the back, and pull this piece across here. Don't pull it too tight. Make sure it's nice and snug, but don't pull so tight that you're bending the card, bending the DSP. Just trimming that off. It's just a little bit too long. So there you've got a nice bow on the front of your card, and it was quite easy to do. I'm going to trim this tail because it's a little longer than the other one. Which way am I going? This way? There. So we've got that. So let's bring in the card, and we'll continue using the Stampin' Seal Plus. Make sure I've got it the right way and my card opens the right way. And as I said before, I've got about a 1/4 inch all the way around on this card. So that'll do nicely like that. And then this piece we're going to tuck it in there like that, so that you can still see your Happy Easter. Let's have a look. Where are we going to put it? I want it above the Happy Easter. Let's put it over to the side, a little closer to the edge. There. We got a bunny. Have we got some dimensionals? Yes. Let's pop the bunny up on dimensionals. Oops, one more. Let's set the bunny on here, just like that. And let's give him a few gems. What would he like for gems? We've got the lovely turquoise, which I think is, I think I like the yellow ones. I think they stand out a little better. You could be looking at a flower there. Let's put a big one over here. Oops, stuck to my finger. There. And then we have this piece, which will go on the inside and leave you lots of room to write a nice message. There. So there it is. One quick card, nice Easter card. I can't quite get the focus right on this camera, but I'll do better for next week. As always, if you sell your cards, use the Stampin' Up Angel stamp, which just says all the supplies used were Stampin' Up supplies. Thanks for watching, everybody, and being patient. Hopefully we'll see you next week and everything will be worked out. Talk to you all soon. Bye.